Hopefully this is up and running correctly. Hi guys, this is the Tarotscope for the month of November of 2020 for the sign of Pisces. If you have a sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Pisces, or if your Venus is in Pisces, like mine, or my Mercury is in Pisces, you can certainly check this out if you're, stalking a Pisces, because Pisces are good stalkers. You better be good at it. That's all I'm saying, because if you're not good at it, they're going to judge you. If you are stalking a Pisces, you're more than welcome to cross-watch. If you know a Pisces that needs a reading, bitch, share this one out with them. They will love you forever. So let's see what's going on. If any of this fits, great. Use it, run with it, take it, apply it to your life wherever it fits. It is a broad spectrum reading for all the Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Risings that may watch it. But if it doesn't fit, don't worry. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything's wrong or bad. It just means that, you're working on something else at this time. And if you make any choices or decisions from having seen this reading in your real day-to-day life, then you're responsible for that. But I think you guys get that. So, all right, let's see what's going on. This first card is going to represent kind of as your, Sherpa card for the month. Oh my god, the dog is underneath my desk and he keeps farting. I'm sorry, it is brutal. Woof. Jesus, I love you, Bodhi, but oh my god, this is a level of intimate that I don't know if I can deal with. Hey, Lisa Stewart. This is actually not an open situation for readings. If you read the title of the video, it is for people with the sign of Pisces, and if you listen to what I'm saying, this is the monthly Tarotscope. It is live, but it's not to be giving personal readings. It's for anybody in the sign of Pisces, dear. Alright, so, now, what else was I saying? So, yeah, just take what you need and leave the rest, Pisces. So let's see what's going on. Scorpio just had a bad enough reading, but it is Scorpio season, so... And then we'll be doing Cancer after this. Alright, so this is your kind of your signifier card for the month, what you should reflect upon, what you should pay attention to. Oh, weird, this is similar to, this is from the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance Oracle deck. This is You Are Not Alone. This is similar to, what was I going to say? To Scorpio. But theirs was strength. It says, "We are here for you, we never left, through all the sadness and loneliness. However, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone, we walk right beside you." Now, I know you Pisces, y'all know that those friends and guides are there. You guys are like the little psychic soul sisters that you are. I love that this candle is sort of lighting the way. It may be a very small flame, but if we pay attention to the flame, if we pay attention to the more subtle nuance, to the more psychic message, to the heartfelt emotions, because that's what Pisces loves to rule and feel through. If we channel all of that and use all of that, we're going to remember that we're not alone in whatever this journey is for this month. So keep that in mind. I love the purple color. Purple is a symbol of royalty and healing. Treat yourself like a queen or a king, or a queen king, wherever you fit in, Pisces. Get in where you fit in and make it work. And remember, you do have your guides and anybody else, your ancestors. If you need to call upon them, they're there with you at all times. All right, so let's see what's going on for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or possibly Venus if this is a love reading. Scorpio did turn out to be a little bit of a love reading, so let's see what's going on for the sign of Pisces. What do they need to know for November of 2020? And again, just to reiterate, it is broad spectrum, so some of this may fit, some of it may not. Don't freak out, Pisces. And just so you guys know, I'm not being condescending, I'm a Pisces myself. You guys are my favorites, amongst a few of the other signs. So let me see here. What does Pisces need to know for November 2020? Alright, so this first card is where you're going to be centered at in the month. It won't be where you're at the entire time, but it is kind of, where you'll be going in and out of. It kind of gives us a signifier of what the month would be like. Ooh, get it! Ace of Cups, bam! Total Pisces energy. We've got to love that. Look at this beautiful angel too. I love this card, and we've got that white dove of peace above her head. I like how they say it symbolize the aces with the number 1 in this deck. This is the Harmonious Tarot. For me, that bird of peace feels like there is a definite sense of peace going on for us this month, or at least staying in contact with that peace, the overflow of emotions. Aces are always about new beginnings or new opportunities. There could be new opportunities coming for us. This could be a little bit of a love thing, maybe, for some of you that might have a Pisces Venus, like myself. Or a Pisces penis, like me too. Sorry, I had to go there. I'm sorry. I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. Anyways, this "you are not alone" also makes me think of that white dove too that's above her head, in the sense that there's a lot of spirit stuff going on in between the angel, the dove, the Ace of Cups, which is that watery intuitive emotion, the "you are not alone." I would expect maybe November might be a definite more psychic period for us, even though every month tends to be a bit psychic for us. I think our sensitivities may be turned on, but I feel like as we're using those sensitivities, especially with this Ace of Cups in the center, we are like empowered by them, right? We're using them in maybe new ways or inspired ways that give us sort of opportunities, make us see different pathways, look at different sort of ways to maneuver, to move ourselves forward. This angel definitely is facing the future, maybe on into December or even 2021, but there is a focus and a goal here, and in a, sort of like a renewed how do I want to say this, like a renewed energy about you, an emotional connection and an appreciation of who you are and the power of what you are, right? And then acceptance of that, and as you accept that and as you embrace that, you channel that energy and sort of move forward through the month of November with it. So this is like very empowered, very beautiful. Scorpio had the death card, and that is the sign of Scorpio. So this also feels very nice for the Pisces because it is the Ace of Cups. It is a Cups card, which is a water sign. So to me, the element of water. So to me, I feel like maybe the water signs, we have to see Cancer, but I have the feeling that the water signs are going to fare well during November and Scorpio season. All right, so let's look at the next card, which is the Foundation. This tells me a bit about the past for my Pisces and what was going on, why things are the way that they are, what sort of, this card can also be not only sort of the impetus or what is pushing things along, what is kind of the driving force behind everything for the Pisces, but it can also be the memory of this event or this card that could be holding everything in place that we're dealing with right now, okay? So this is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is usually about kind of going inward and taking some time off, getting some much needed rest, almost going inward, similar to the Hermit, but not maybe quite as extreme, not worrying about the judgments of others, and sort of taking time to clear our thoughts and minds. When I look at this Four of Swords, there is a little bit of conflict amongst the swords going in the two different directions. Finding that stability that I feel like the Four brings, the number 4 to me always represents this idea of bringing stability, where 8s to me are about balance. So we might have had to sort through our thoughts to get to a place of hopefully feeling more stable mentally, feeling more, hey Pat, how are you? Feeling more, I don't know, just adept and ready. And we may have had to do that through rest and through self-care. There might have been a little bit, I kind of get a feeling with these swords going back and forth, there might have been a little bit of self-judgment or us picking on ourselves a little bit in the past, and we're finally letting that go. I feel like the contrast of the Ace of Cups in the center for this month is that we've sort of come through whatever it was that we were challenged by, maybe within our own mental space about maybe ourselves or the situations we were involved in, and we gave ourselves a little bit of a respite, some self-care, some acknowledgement, and due to that, I feel like we are probably, that's why we're in this state of this Ace of Cups for the month of November. We're ready to kind of move forward and you know, really own who we are and what we're about, and from a place of appreciation of that, okay? Now, the next card is the Spirit or Soul card. This tells me a bit about where the Spirit or Soul is at during the month of, November, not October. Wow, lots of Cups energy. So we have, is this the Knight or the King? I am blind as a bat without my glasses. This is the King of Cups. Okay, so beautiful card. Loving, benevolent, sometimes can even be sort of romantic. The Knight of Cups, King of Cups, definitely in charge. I really like this as our space, as our soul space card, because again, it's in our element of the cups, which is the sign of water. But kings, I believe, it's each of the four suits, the page, knight, king, and queen, each represent one of the four elements too. So kings are swords, right? Queens are cups. So if you had the Queen of Cups, it'd be cups upon cups. But this is the swords upon cups. And what I like about this, and the only reason why I'm pointing this out, is because we have this Four of Swords driving us, right? This energy from the past, this, you know, maybe this mental conflict that we sort of struggled with, that we found stability with, that we took rest from, that we kind of worked our way through, and now we're in this Ace of Cups energy through the month of November. This King of Cups is this higher self aspect coming in saying, okay, I want you to take what you've learned and I want you to really master it. I want you to become a king with it. I want you to channel that Ace of Cups, that sort of out of the box, inspired thinking, that is self-appreciation, that peace, that joy, and really own it and bring in this energy of the King of Cups, right? Where we can be loving and benevolent to people, we can be creative in our own lives, we can appreciate ourselves and others, and do it from a place where I think not only do we get to appreciate others, but others will appreciate and see us for sort of who we are and how the wonderful aspects of us as Pisceans. Does that make sense, right? Even though we might get a little bit emotional at times, sometimes maybe a little bit crazy and over the edge, but we're not making any more excuses for that. There's a power and a beauty about that this month with this King and this Ace of Cups, where we're just owning it, and owning it from a place of like appreciation and feeling empowered is the best way I can describe it. And remember, we have this sort of spiritual kind of you are not alone card with us. So our guides, our angels, our ancestors, past loved ones, they're around us, sort of also helping us through this month to really feel and see and understand who we are, and to truly, truly appreciate that, right? To bring that gift into, like, sort of allow it to shine through and to share it with others throughout the month, and ourselves, you know, throughout the month of November. All right, the next two cards are what I call the outside influences. These cards tell me a bit about sort of what might be influencing us, either positively or negatively, in the month of November. It will be sometimes people or events. It can be things more vague, like belief systems or energies that could be having an effect on us. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, we've got the Ten of Swords. Not the best card always, but in this deck I kind of like it. Even though the man is injured on the ground, which is a very traditional Ten of Swords imagery, right? Tens offer completion. But what I love about this is there's these two nursemaids sort of helping through the Piscean through, right? And I love that they're wearing all white. They make me feel like this You Are Not Alone card, right? Where this woman is sort of embracing him and she's in spirit and she's in all white. And they're sort of caring for him. I don't know how well you can see that, those two ladies. To me, they almost look like spirit guides or angels coming to sort of help this Piscean who might have gotten their ass served to them recently. And I don't necessarily mean that the Ten of Swords means that something bad is going to happen. What I'm saying is that with that Four of Swords in the foundation, we've probably been on a long, strange trip. You know, this year, let's just face it, it's been rough. And when you're as sensitive like the Pisces are, then you're feeling it at many different levels, probably. And so to me, this Ten of Swords feels like a completion of that, a completion of the pain, a completion of the sadness. Somewhere we paused along this year and gave ourselves that Four of Swords energy where We had to come out of our own internal conflict around whatever situations we may have been dealing with that were confusing us or challenging us about our thoughts about ourselves or maybe our loved ones or whatever. But we've come clear of that. We've given ourselves that time, that space to sort of heal from that. And this Ten of Swords speaks to the idea of there might still be a slight amount of healing happening in November, but we will be also, again, not alone. That our guides, our loved ones that are around us in spirit, they're tending to us too as we continue to sort of heal our minds and lean more into our emotional state with through this king and this ace, which is really our natural language of being water signs, right? We understand empathy, we understand our emotions. That's really where our powers lie. And a lot of people don't, you know, I'm speaking from experience in my life. A lot of people always used to tell me, oh, don't get mad, don't do this, don't do, because they couldn't handle my level of emotions. But just because they couldn't handle it didn't necessarily mean that it was wrong or bad, and it took me many years of my life to figure that out. For a lot of years, I sort of believed that I was the problem, and I'm not necessarily always the problem. I'm not saying that I'm never the problem, but my emotions and my ability to feel my emotions are actually a gift. And I feel like that looks to me what this ace and this king are about. These cups cards is about really owning that and feeling that and embracing that this month. And allowing not only ourselves to embrace and own that, but also allowing sort of the other side or spirit, our own spirit even, our own higher self to come through and bless us with that grace, right? All right, so let's look at the other outside influence. Oh, interesting. Okay, Pisces. We know that Pisces loves to party with a kinky black cat every once in a while. This is the Devil card. This actually showed up in Scorpio's reading. So it's interesting that he's back again. Devil is major arcana. You know, most people don't like to see the devil. I don't necessarily see the devil as a bad thing. I think that the devil kind of shows us where we are weak, right? The devil's there to sort of challenge us, to show us where we need to work on ourselves, where are our Achilles heel, where are our addictions, our frustrations, our manipulations, you know, where can our buttons be pushed? The devil is there to do that for us, right? If that's through family members, if that's through, you know, jerkhead bosses, whatever it is that really gets under our skin and makes us lose our center, the devil is gonna, like, that's gonna be the devil for you, right? That's gonna be what's gonna show you sort of where you need to work. And when I look at this Ten of Swords, they could be kind of hand in hand in a sense, where we might find some challenging stuff, but staying in this Ace of Cups, King of Cups energy, right, coming from both our center and our higher self, is going to allow us to maneuver these challenges in a way that will be, I hope, calm, cool, and collected. I feel like it will be because you have that Four of Swords in the base, right, in the foundation as the driving force. To me, that speaks to the idea that we can maintain our sort of mental stability and certainly our emotional stability as we are challenged by maybe outside situations. The devil could be, and I'm just using this as an example, guys, the presidential election. It could be something we can't control, but it drives all of these crazy emotions in us, right? It could be COVID, or it could be, you know, God knows, it could be numerous things. It doesn't have to be right in our immediate environment. It could just be the stress and the overwhelm of, you know, everything that's going on around us and that kind of challenging us. Stay in that center of that Ace of Cups, right? That King of Cups energy, even that Four of Swords. It keeps us balanced, it keeps us centered, it keeps us, you know, aware of who we are and what we are, and understanding, again, we are not alone in all of this. This will all soon make sense. It will all begin to unfold. I feel like Pisces is one of the most sensitive signs of the zodiac. We also need to remember that we are the 12th sign of the zodiac, the last sign of the zodiac, and there's the belief that through reincarnation, you know, souls go through all the different signs, and by the time you've reached the 12th, that's why Pisces are so empathic and emotional, is because they can kind of relate to all of the other signs because they've already sort of been through them at least one time or another. So remember that, you know, you've got all the skill set to handle whatever the devil may be for you this month, and you're not alone. You will be taken care of, and there will be a completion around any last minute struggles that might be kind of challenging you in the month of November, don't sweat it, right? I also want to say this. It looks like this devil's like all dancing around on this, it's like a monkey dancing on a black cat, right? But when I look at this angel, she got her back turned. She's like, oh, not today, Satan. Oh, not today. She's like, you will not fuck with me and my bird of peace. Do you see that? Like, she's this beautiful angel. She's appreciating her cup. She's moving towards the future. She's departing from situations that no longer give her the fulfillment that she wants. Also, I just want to acknowledge that the devil can represent addictions. I think I said that earlier. Pisces is known to be addicted. Like, we are good with addictions, trust me. We can make the best alcoholics, food addicts, all of that sort of stuff. Anywhere where, I was saying this in the, actually because the devil card came up in Scorpio in their reading, and anywhere where we sort of, what's the word, like find fault or have challenge, mine right now is sleeping. Like, all I want to do is sleep. And it's slightly a depressive thing, like, because everything I see in the world right now just bums me the fuck out, if I'm being completely honest. But I find myself retreating to my bedroom, and I can't. Like, I have to stop doing that, because doing nothing and going to bed and just like turning everything off and disconnecting like that is a choice. It is taking an action. And so I'm trying to like stop doing that, because that's becoming my devil in a way, right? So just as an example. All right. So let's see where the final outcome goes. Now, this final outcome is potential in the sense that, you may or may not hit this card, right? As everything stands, this is kind of where things are naturally flowing towards something similar to this, or this card is what most of the Pisces will experience. But if you choose to use this card as a warning, if it's a negative card that you don't want to see happen, you can use this card as a warning to make choices and changes through free will to avoid the outcome of this card, okay? So it's not set in stone by any means. So let's look at this. So this is the Eight of Pentacles. This is actually a really good card. This is really about balance, earthy. It's funny too, they ended with weird. Pisces and Scorpio are kind of on a similar trajectory this month. Only because Scorpio ended with Hierophant, which is Virgo energy, which is also Earth, and this is Earth, Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is the element of Earth, right? And it is about kind of, to me, eights create balance. It's a grounded balance. It's about, sort of taking things in small steps, paying attention to the details, working on a project or at a goal in a way that only we know how to do it, or doing it in such a way that bringing our certain perfect, like, I don't want to say perfect because that doesn't really exist, but our certain skill set to that project, our eye for detail, our natural kind of ability helps to expand that. Does that make sense? Like, this is not for me, this isn't the traditional Eight of Pentacles drawing. It's usually the gentleman like working on the pentacles, and he's doing every fine detail one right after the other, kind of taking it step by step. And that to me is kind of like the Eight of Pentacles. By the end of the month, we're still good, we're feeling good, we're appreciating ourselves, but we're also taking that appreciation of self and we're channeling that in a productive and I want to say fruitful manner that actually starts to show up for us materially in some way. Okay, that's the Pentacles aspect. Pentacles deals with the material realm, the earth realm. And it's also our complementary element, right? Being a water sign, earth signs are our complement, right? So this earth energy of the Eight of Pentacles is a nice month's ending where we're taking the powers, right? Bear with me here. We're taking our natural inclinations, right? This Ace of Cups and this King of Cups, and we're channeling that into a way, and by month's end, we've found some way to use our exact, whatever that may be, our exact, skills, or our, whatever makes us, who we are. We're able to channel that into the work that we do, that there is some sort of material kind of payoff, opportunity, balance, and also aces bring about new opportunities too. So this Ace of Cups in the center, it speaks to this idea of as we embrace ourselves, we'll open ourselves up to new opportunities and channel that like emotional energy, that feeling energy into something. By month's end, we're going to actually have something tangible to show for it. It could be, you know, for some of you a relationship. It could be for some of you a new job or a new project, a new side hustle, whatever it is that you're looking for and that you desire. I think by month's end, you actually have like practical steps to take and the skill set to exemplify why you should take it and exactly how to go about doing it in your own very Piscean way. Does that make sense? It's like she's sort of displaying this little statue like that she's created, and it's a gift, and it's like we're presenting that gift to the world, right? Like we've created it, we've got the magic and the appreciation and all of that to sort of make that happen for ourselves. Whatever that gift is that you want, at the beginning of the month, believe in yourself, stay with who you are, don't let the outside influences of like these devil situations or whatever, these things that want to, you know, tell you what you are, or who you are, they're inaccurate. Let's just say that. The devil's going to lie to you always, right? The devil's going to want to keep you in bondage. He's going to want to keep me in bed, right? He's going to want to tell me, oh, fuck it, you can't fix this, get back in bed, kind of thing. So we need to not listen to that voice. We need to trust who we are, what we know, and appreciate that, and then take that and channel that into something ideally productive and beautiful and fruitful that could be coming in the months to follow. I hope that makes sense, Pisces. I feel like this is a really good reading for the month of November. I also feel like for some of you that might be a little bit more on the psychic side of things, there's definitely some psychic energy in here that I'm seeing, especially with those two nurses in the Ten of Swords and this You Are Not Alone card. This would be a beautiful month to connect with your loved ones on the other side if you feel the need to, however you choose to do that. Wherever your spirituality lies or your spiritual connection, connect to that this month. Because I feel like that in that Ace of Cups too, and in that King of Cups, there's some really strong, beautiful, what's the word, like tailor-made energy or experiences that could be had by you that really will bring about an appreciation for yourself of who you are this month. I hope that makes sense. All right, you guys, that is your Pisces November of 2020. I hope you enjoy it. Please give the video a thumbs up, share it out if you'd like, tag your friends that are Pisces that may need to see this. Sun, Moon, and Rising, I will be back momentarily to do Cancer, and then tomorrow will be, I don't even know who follows Scorpio. Is it Capricorn? I think it's Capricorn, is it? Well, I can't remember. No, it would be a fire sign, so it should be Sag. I don't know. Anyways, one of the next elements will follow, whichever one comes after Scorpio will be the next series of elemental signs that I'll do tomorrow. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.